It's Right Fuck Friday. It's Right Fuck Friday. You fucking.
I think we should still play the intro after we do that, just so there's a bit of a buffer from
intro and then
the hardcore hard F bombs right into us. It gives us a little bit of.
I think we should hard out. I think you should immediately go to Jack. How was the show today? And see you, buddies.
Yeah, we'd get into less. There'd be less issues for sure.
A lot of
Less
heavy
people
lifting
talking.
yesterday. There's enough show yesterday for today. See you, buddies.
Welcome to the show. It's Barn Burner, a presentation of Bet365. Game props, player props, totals, the money line, whatever your bet is, especially if it was the Texans.
Ooh.
Never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app. Get in on the game. You must be 19 or older. We've got the super chat going. Inside, if you're watching live, we have a little kind of deal. You put a comment in with some cash. We take the cash and we get it to the youth centers of Calgary, and then we show your comment on the show, react to it, talk about it, that sort of thing.
Friday is Hawaiian Shirt Day. So, if you want to, go ahead and wear a Hawaiian shirt and jeans.
We're getting it back. Everything's starting to,
you'd
we got the F,
into rhythm.
the flat F Friday. We got the Hawaiian shirt. We're back. Feeling good here in the McLeod Law LLP studios. 2 of the 3 in the studios. Our friend in red joins us from where today?
The beautiful, also cultural capital, Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. And I'll tell you what, fellas, I was going to tell you before the show, because the pre-show is always the best part of the show. Best rink I've ever been in.
Really?
Best kids arena I've ever been to.
Talk to me.
So it's not the Art Hauser where the
It is not the Art Hauser. It's just down the road from the Art Hauser. It's a twoplex or whatever.
Yep.
It's got upper seating. It's got a wonderful, wonderful indoor seating areas for both arenas.
Mhm.
So you don't have to go out and sit in the cold. It's got the poutine was just phenomenal.
Oh, nice.
Spectacular. Morning poutine. Thank you very much. Booze. You want a coffee and Bailey's? You can have that as well. Yeah. Very, very,
That's
very
what they call
high end.
that's what they call cream in PA. Is Baileys.
Yeah.
You want cream? Yeah. 2 cream,
So-
1 sugar. It's like, I think this has got some booze in it.
You want this mint cream or the honey apple cream? What do you?
So the hotel is brand new. Beds are spectacular, and the arena top shelf. So when you want to go on a nice tournament, you head up to Prince Albert. The Lakeland Leisure something or other. Just amazing.
All right.
Who'd have thunk it?
That's a better report than I thought you were going to have today.
Well, I have a top 5 coming up later. I believe somebody mentioned something that maybe I sent in that maybe we could refer to later. So you gotta the yin and the
Top
yang.
5.
As they say.
Very popular segment on the show.
I feel like that's
Sporadic.
somebody's top 5. Is that your top 5?
It's a top 5.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Yeah.
It's topical.
I was gonna say there's no Jack. Do you have it?
Today's
Yeah,
Rhett's
I'll get
top
it.
5. Rhett, what top 5
Because
was?
if we have it, we may as well go to. We got Dregs coming up. He's got a hard out. He's got a hard out. He's got to talk to some Winnipeg Jet goalie.
There's a goalie that's got some health issues and will be out on the shelf for 4 to 6 weeks.
There's some
I'll put that in the Pinder Report. Actually, it just came down.
some Connor Hellebuyck interview or something
Yes.
coming up with Dregs. So we'll accommodate that, but he'll be joining us on the Insider Hotline in just a matter of moments. So kid hockey, is that what got you there?
Kid hockey, yeah. Kid
Who's
hockey
playing
ran into some riffraff that I went to elementary school and high school with already. The good folks from Calgary that are on the trip, they were quite amazed at the really intrigued at the drive-through liquor store. They thought that was very high end and
It's like going to the future.
they wanted to get a photo and a video of them going through it.
The cutting edge.
I'm waiting for these. I'm waiting for the slanderous comments about PA to start. We're getting Bailey's in our coffee first thing in the morning. We're driving through for booze.
Well, what I sent in yesterday did have a different feel to it. This was more of what I was expecting. I wasn't. I've been blown away.
Okay, well, it's not a regular segment necessarily, but it pops up every once in a while. It's Rhett's top 5, and we kind of leave it up to Rhett. It can be whatever's on his mind. It's a Friday edition of Rhett's top 5.
There we go.
It's always hard to come up with these things, and it's hard for my eyes to read it on this little screen that I have. But I knew coming into Saskatchewan and heading north that there was some tough crowds that you could get run into. It
Right.
can get a little bit stabby, a little rusty shanky. And you got to be careful when you're going through the drive-through that you
Right.
you get out of there safely.
Well,
So,
I'll read them
Rhett's-
and then I'll read and
No,
you
I
can
can
react.
see it. Rhett's
see it?
top
Okay.
5. I'm not going to go into the details of it. I'm just going to give you the 1 to 5. The top 5 roughest towns in Canada, according to somebody or other. Number 1, North Battleford. Haven't been for a while. There's Battleford and North Battleford. Make sure you stay south of the river.
Yeah, the south
Thompson,
side.
Manitoba. Dean that's where Dean grew up in the tough streets of Thompson.
Girl, I've never been to Thompson.
Yeah, the Dino
Polar
used to
bears,
run.
Robin
he
Banks
was-
and shit.
Dino was the Ryan Wedding of Thompson, Manitoba.
T-Town. Yeah.
Wetaskiwin, we're gonna have a place close to home. Wetaskiwin is right there.
Ours is
Old
cheap,
Yellowknife. I have no idea. Too far to go for me. That's somebody was up there and they said it was nice, but apparently not that nice. And of course, where I was headed and am today and for the next couple days, Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, ranked 5 in Canada for overall crime severity.
Yeah.
Severity,
Ooh.
yeah.
So this is
Ooh,
Not petty crimes,
this
the
is-
real ones.
Yeah,
a
that
top
doesn't
5
sound-
list of tough towns.
You want to toughen
Yeah.
your kid up, you take him to these places, Rhett, hey?
Apparently, this is the
Off
top
kids?
5 in crime severity. So if you're gonna, these people believe if you're going to make a crime, make it a good one.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, no petty.
Don't going
nonsense.
halfway. That's
Are you
right.
going to get a piercing while you're there, Rhett?
A tat, a tat and some piercing. Yeah, so we're going to get
Is that
an
what the city's
eagle on
named after? I
a
don't know how that works.
an eagle on the lobstick tree from Waskasiu. Was that I was thinking?
there you
But-
are. Yeah.
Yeah, did you get your piercings? No, it was just like shotgun shrapnel. Just kind of grazed me. I'm very lucky. Very lucky. Well, we're in the McLeod Law LLP studios. We will have Darren Dreger coming up. We got some things to get to today. McLeod Law. Wasn't sure if maybe we'd need some legal assistance.
We will at some point. And
At some point, but I think
different
we're
junctures we have. Yeah.
mostly unscathed. So a big appreciation of them is, of course, kind of one of our OGs almost. They've been with us for years, continue to be one of our great partners, and they're the very best at what it is that they do. Whatever's going on, serious, just kind of run of the mill. You need a lawyer, buying a house, that sort of thing, or maybe business or personal. They are Calgary based. They're a smaller firm, which means it's hands on, face to face. You phone, human picks up, and they're the best. It's a steady stream of awards and accomplishments coming in for them.
Some jerks screwing you, call McLeod Law.
That's right. Hard pivot to the Crystal Waters Insider Hotline. Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating, crystal clear choice for home comfort. Call them at 403-219-4100, crystalclearcalgary.com. They're coming to my house next week.
Oh, really?
Yep. Coming to my
Everything okay?
house. Well, you know what we've been talking about? Get your furnace checked.
Preventative?
I haven't done it.
Good. Perfect.
So they're coming to take a look at the furnace and everything, and might be throwing up a garage heater in the garage.
Really?
They're already there, eh?
We'll get some video because I know when you tried to change your oil, that became a fiasco. These are the pros.
Yeah.
Maybe a shorter edit.
It felt
And
like
it
this,
goes.
yeah, with a heater and natural gas and that sort of thing. Oh, maybe leave it to the experts. I'm smart that way.
Got a pipe fitter in.
This guy's a do-it-yourselfer. He'd probably tackle a job like that. He's Darren Dreger, TSN Hockey Insider, joining us on the Crystal Waters Insider Hotline. Hello, Dregs.
Gentlemen, let me just be honest and very clear and to the point here. A garage heater is a game changer.
Oh,
It's a game changer.
Yeah.
The house that I'm in the home studio here, when we moved in 5+ years ago, we had a full renovation. Fortunate enough to have a big 3.5 car garage. So as part of the package, I'm like, I am turning this into a man cave.
Yep.
And I did it. The big
Atta
screen
boy.
TV, the bar.
wow.
Yeah, I got Mike Keenan's old Mercedes parked in there. I
Are
think
you
I told
serious?
that. Dead serious, yeah. 1985 380 SL
Are
convertible.
those little bottles of Jack Daniels still falling out of the heater vents and stuff when you drive?
No.
Some of that wax
no,
he used to rub on his head before getting
Yeah,
big games?
yeah, all of
Yeah.
that. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't think I've ever looked in the glove box or under the seats. I don't want to find whatever
Just as
he
well.
was stashing in there.
Yeah, just as
Yeah,
well.
it was a
No,
barn find.
yeah.
He actually had it. I went to visit him years ago, like a decade ago, up at his cottage, and we go through some of his outbuildings, and here's this car under a tarp. I'm like, what are you doing with that thing? It hasn't moved in forever. He got it, actually. It's a good story. He got it back in the day. Was it 85? The Flyers they went to the Stanley Cup final and
Lost out
got
by the
thumped by Gretzky and the Oilers. And he didn't have a bonus or any sort of stuff in his contract as coach of the Flyers. So Ed Snyder, the late Flyers owner, said, you know what? You did a hell of a job. We weren't even supposed to make the playoffs.
Wow.
Gave him this 380 SL. And so
Wow.
he just parked it in his cottage garage. And finally I said to him, like, just sell it to me. I mean, it's rotting here doing nothing. So eventually he did.
So now it's rotting in your garage.
Oh, no, that's not true. It's it's well looked after. It's in a heated garage. Compliments
right.
of the nice and cozy garage heater.
Yeah.
And I probably drive it 10 times this summer. Just
There you go.
cruising. It's a beautiful
Nice.
cruising machine.
God, it'd be something to see you just cruising in that Dregs. That would be a
Summer.
vision.
Yeah, it's a vision, all right. Yeah, it's something else.
Yeah.
On occasion, I'll put Tiny, the Great Dane, in the back. It's a two-seater,
great.
right? But there's just enough room for the dog. So
His head's over the windshield.
I can just see
Dregs
Dregs has got the big off season, right? Because you insiders work so hard from training camp right through the end of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Off to the butcher to get some for the smoker. Tani in the back. Beautiful.
Living the
summer
dream.
air through
It's
your
living
hair.
the dream. That's
Oh,
what it
winning.
is.
Love it.
But it all look at this car wouldn't have the proper home if I didn't build the man cave and get it properly heated. So there you go,
good for you.
Boomer. You're in good hands.
Yep, good for you, buddy. That's, you know what, between staying at home to watch the Grey Cup with your wife and rescuing people's Mercedes Benzes and that, you're a man of the people. I mean,
I
you just
am.
keep giving back.
Sort of help.
Blessed life
Congrats
is
on
what
your
it
Grey
is.
Cup win, by the way.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Yeah, there was enough drama in that game. I wasn't deeply invested, but I did watch. I watched the whole thing, even halftime. And normally the halftimes of the Grey Cup are like the eye roll, right? You're like, what are we like? This you can't even call it Super Bowl light because it's not that. But who was it? MGK? Is that who it was?
Yeah, so mix.
Machine Gun Kelly. It was pretty solid. Pretty solid. It's not my vibe, but I enjoyed it. It's all good. Yeah.
I Googled who he was, and then I saw there was a woman he dated or something, and then I went down that.
Oh no.
Distracted, yeah.
What sites were you on?
Anyway, on board.
And clear browser.
Delete history.
Yeah. What's going on today, Dregs? I know we're going to get you out of here on time. You got a big important interview coming up. I know you didn't dress up for us, so
Yeah.
but that's all right. I guess we can start anywhere. Did you?
Well, probably there. I mean, we've got news on Connor Hellebuyck that he's going to be absent for a bit. What do you know? What are they dealing with? And when was the decision made to get the procedure done?
Yeah, the decision was made this week. It's been lingering. I mean, this is an issue that surfaced in training camp with the Winnipeg Jets. Obviously, he tweaked something, felt like he could play through it. But when you look at the workload of Connor Hellebuyck, I mean, this has been one of those sticking points for our goalie gurus, the many analysts across network television who look at his workload and go, ooh, eventually he's going to break down. So maybe this fuels that argument. I don't know. But for a lot of different reasons, most importantly being the second half of the regular season and the Jets want to win a Stanley Cup. They felt like, look, no sense trying to play through this anymore. Why are we allowing this to linger? It sounds like it's a pretty simple arthroscopic procedure. So he'll get that done imminently here, and he'll be shelved for 4 to 6 weeks. So, there's also that Olympic voice out there and people going, oh, well, clearly the decision was made collectively with Team USA and the Jets and Hellebuyck to make sure that he's ready to go for the Olympic Games in Italy. He will be ready to go unless there's something ridiculous that goes unexpectedly. But no, I mean, this is all about the Jets and making sure that he's healthy in the second half of the season. And the fact that, Bill Guerin and Team USA fully expects and believes that he will be ready well in advance of the trip to Italy is a bonus. So that's the news of the day coming out of Winnipeg.
I don't know if you caught the broadcast here a couple nights ago. Flames and Sabres, probably not appointment television for common NHL fans, but Don Maloney, the president of Hockey Ops, was on at the intermission on the Flames broadcast and said the word rebuild. Looked like he remembered he shouldn't say the word rebuild, then said rebiggle, which I don't think is a word, and then said retool, but really didn't inspire any confidence in the fan base or any sense that the team is acknowledging that they're in last place with potential franchise-altering players at the top of the draft. Did that get out of the local scene, like nationally? Did that get any buzz? Because the fan base is up in arms here. It felt like they were talked down to, or just that the front office is incompetent, and maybe neither are true, but it did not go well.
Well, the sense that I get from my sources there, the only way ownership is going to embrace a rebuild, I'll use any of those R words, but effectively they mean the same thing. You know, they've tried to transition on the fly. It worked last year for parts. It hasn't worked at all, even close this year. But in order to reconstruct, retool, rebuild, I think that Edwards and company would be okay with it, provided there is a plan from Craig Conroy that doesn't show this is going to be a 7 to 9 year ordeal. And who's getting who? If you're talking rebuild, that's really what you're talking about. And you just look at all the other markets that have gone through it. Detroit is finally coming out of it, but it took the majority of a decade for the Detroit Red Wings to claw out of that. And with a new building on the horizon, how sustainable is that financially for everyone around the Calgary Flames organization? And I'm sure that's a question that Edwards and company will ask of Conroy. And what is your plan? A full rebuild, that's tough to do with the contracts that you have, the pieces that you have. And they've got some good young players that are coming too, right? My understanding is, I don't dive deep into the American Hockey League, but it sounds like they've got a couple of players there, maybe more, that are on the cusp, should be good NHL players. You know, you look what you've got, you know, at the NHL level, Coronado and Dustin Wolf and some other elements, you know. So again, what are we talking about when we use one of those R words? Retool or renovate? Yeah, that makes sense, because you can envision moving Kadri and Rasmus Anderson, maybe some other pieces, but a full rebuild, that's a tough one.
They might be forced into it anyway, though. I think that's the annoying part from the fan base, is that they can pretend that they're not going to have to. They're in 32nd. They're in last place. And if you don't embrace it, you're only making it worse. That's how you end up with a 7 or 8 or 10 year rebuild.
Yeah, Rhett made a good point yesterday. He said it's going to take longer. If, like, you can speed this up. If Murray doesn't want 7 to 10 years, Rhett, like, why are we...
chew on some money for some of these guys and get returns for them. Like that's where they need to recognize the trouble is going to be. We all think last year was a success. Boom, made it. In what way? They didn't make the playoffs. There was no playoff revenue. There was success because you got to enjoy the guys competing, and absolutely you give them credit for that. But there's no success. That's not winning. That's losing well. And they've done a lot of that over the last 40 years. The last time, there's been twice in the history of the Calgary Flames where they've put together builds. The one time they won the Cup in '89, and that's so far ago. And I love making fun of the '89 team because they wear their rings around town and they're all braggy and it's great. But they're Hall of Famers. It was an amazing time to be a Flames fan. And the other time they did it was not long ago. Gaudreau, Monahan, Bennett, Tkachuk. All high end. I mean, Gaudreau was a 4th round, but it was an absolute steal in the 4th round. And the other guys were top 6 picks. Yeah. And they made the team good and consistently good. They're not, if you think you can piss that away and just buy a guy here or sign a guy there, it ain't going to happen. I think the annoyance for the fans comes from the fact that they're trying to pretend that they aren't in a rebuild, and you're 32nd. Is there any other teams that finish 32nd that don't go, geez, we better... Nashville, what are they doing? Well, probably everyone's for sale. St. Louis is in a tough spot. What are they saying in St. Louis? You want someone? Call us. Why are the Flames refusing to say this stuff? That's what I don't understand. You can try it, and it only feels like, and I'm speaking from the fans' point of view, it feels like you're trying to fool us. It truly comes across as they don't know what they're doing. Let's pull one over on them. And
Is it
it's
too
wrong.
early though? Is it too early for this? And I
No,
mean,
because good hockey. Well, I don't know if you consider any of the three of us idiots good hockey minds,
yeah,
but
you're all
we
good
have
hockey
been
minds.
saying for a long time this team is not designed
Yeah.
to compete with top end teams. They
Yeah.
just aren't. Without
So-
Wolf and I said this,
Yeah.
Dregs. Now I'm babbling away, and
No,
we
I
have
like
you
it.
on to talk. Who's made the turn this year the most? The Sharks,
Yeah.
the Blackhawks, Anaheim.
Yeah.
What are those three found in the last year? Spencer Knight, Askarov, and I can't say the guy's name in Anaheim. Dostal.
Yeah.
We have Wolf. So let's add the other pieces and just admit what we are.
Yeah. Well, the reason I say, is it too early, is because to do that and be successful at it, they should have made that determination if that's the case last year and in the off season, right?
When we said.
Yeah, I'm sure you did multiple times because look, we're always reminded every single year that if you're trying to meaningfully change your organization in season, you're going to get disappointed. You're going to make a dumb trade at the trade deadline where you overpay for a player. Maybe he's a rental guy that doesn't help you, right? And I'm not looking at it from Calgary's perspective. I'm looking at it from the buyers. The one thing, and this tells me that Conroy hasn't made this determination yet. I talk to teams every single day, and there are no shortage of general managers looking to buy. Kent Hughes of the Montreal Canadiens. I mean, I know that St. Louis was all over that Habs game last night. So maybe there's something going on between the Blues and the Montreal Canadiens, but they have a stockpile of good young talent in Montreal, and he's ready to pay. Within reason? Don't know, but we always know there's flexibility in the system in the offseason to make bolder deals. Trying to do it now, it feels a little bit early. In season, perhaps, but 20 games in is a little bit early.
Because I'm hot about this right now, I'll bring up two things. Why in the F weren't the Calgary Flames at that game then? Because if they're not recognizing and St. Louis is, and you miss out an opportunity, shame on you. As
they may have been. I mean,
and secondly,
like
you mentioned Conroy, and I brought this up yesterday, and I have no insight. Are they split? There seems to be a lot of chefs in the kitchen of the Flames front office. Are they split in what direction to go, or are they on the same page?
I don't get the sense that they're split, but I don't, I always find it's challenging when you've got a decent rapport with the general manager. I think it can be a little disrespectful to go above or around him for information. And that's not to say that I don't talk to other people in the Flames organization. Of course I do. I mean, people know my history with Dave Nonis. I mean, I've known him for 100 years, so we have conversations, but I don't get the sense that there's a split or a disconnect in that management group. I historically have heard that, I don't know how involved Jerome McGinley is now, but we know that, he and Connie have history together. They're very good friends. And why wouldn't you lean on the experience, the eye of Jerome McGinley? Hey, what do you see? What do you think? Mm-hmm. But I honestly, there are a number of organizations around the league where you do have that sort of, not everybody's on the same page. I don't get that feel out of Calgary yet. I don't.
So can I rephrase the question? Do you think that this management team wants to do something and now the task is to convince the owner?
It might be early for that. It might be, but
this season, like generally speaking,
if things continue, if they're 32nd and things
how
continue.
can they not though?
Exactly.
That's the point, right? How can you not? I mean,
but
you're not getting the same level of offense by a long shot. So how can you not go, okay, we have pieces that other teams want. Murray Edwards doesn't want to trade Nazem Kadri. But if you're a non-playoff team, maybe Nazem Kadri, who loves Calgary, gets into the second half and goes, all right, well, I mean, here are the three teams that I'm willing to go to or whatever it is, because I do at this stage of my life and career want to vie for another Stanley Cup. Well, that's changing, right? And then if that presents, well, what choice does Conroy have? You go to the owner and go, look, I can get great value for these guys. And my professional opinion is we have to do this.
Why? I don't disagree with you, but if they think it's early, I have a hard, Like, I don't
What are
think
they
it's
watching?
early. I've watched enough.
No. Only early in the sense here, guys, that you got to maximize your return.
Okay.
You got to maximize your return. Like, I keep talking about Kent Hughes, or I keep talking like, Brad Treliving, you guys know Tree. I mean, he's in every conversation, but the one critical thing that always flies back at him is, but he doesn't pull the trigger. So, I mean, you've got teams who want to be buyers to a point, but okay, step up. I watched that Montreal game last night. People keep pointing fingers at the goaltender. Sam Montembeault was no good, but defensively they look lost out there, right? And they're dinged up. They need help up front. So is there a top 6 forward that the Calgary Flames would consider parting with? Maybe. But then that's on Ken Hughes to go, well, I'm going to make it a difficult decision for you to make at this point of the year, because I'm probably going to overpay. Jimmy Rutherford did that forever and still tries to do it in Vancouver.
Did it with Lindholm 2 years ago here.
Yeah, why not? Like, get ahead of the curve, because we know what happens when you get after U.S. Thanksgiving. It feels like that 20-game line is pushing now. We're probably looking at 30 games, but somebody's going to make a move. Somebody is going to overpay for a player that matters. And I feel like that's what maybe is needed in Calgary. Somebody's got to call Connie and go, okay, I want player X, and here's what I'm willing to give you for that player, and make him think about it. And if he declines and we find out after the fact that he turned down this, and that for a piece, well, then he'll have to live with the wrath that's sure to follow.
Yeah, it's funny though. Like what I'm hearing is two things. One is that, yeah, if they had the haul they want for these guys, they're open to moving them. But I'm also hearing like, well, if Nazem wants to leave, then I guess, we're obliged. And it's like, why can't the plan just be, if we're in this spot, we can turn older assets into younger players? They won't say it. They will not acknowledge that they have a plan for this. And that's insulting.
Do you think it could be somewhat financially motivated?
Certainly.
In a Canadian market, again, with a new building, because as soon as fans hear one of those R words, guess what they're not doing? Buying tickets.
Yeah, but you know what else they're not doing right now? They're not going to the games to watch
a low-scoring older team that's going to miss the playoffs.
Right.
For the 5th straight year.
And look, maybe you hurt some revenues for spring, but God, if you have Veroff or McKenna coming in, that will sell tickets in a new building.
Do you truly believe that, Dregs? I mean, you would know more about it. Does, in a city like Calgary, do you think the fan base, let's play funsies, and they dump a few guys and they stay in 32nd or in the bottom couple teams? Do you think that is going to affect the bottom line? Because I feel like most of the people that buy season tickets here have bought them for 40 years.
Yeah.
And will continue to buy them for 40 years. And they're not going to fool anyone unless they look like they're going to be really good. It's not going to make it easier for these people to cough up the money for the new arena.
Right.
If they're middling or worse.
Right.
But if the fans can see, they've got some core pieces, I think ticket sales are easier.
Yeah, maybe. I'm reminded of the conversation I had with Mark Chipman last October, so 13, 14 months ago, when they went through that similar, they were in a similar predicament, and they're facing the Hellebuyck and the Scheifele extensions. And Chipman did his due diligence, talked to the people in Detroit, talked to the teams that went through a rebuild, and just made the educated financial call as owner of the Winnipeg Jets that they could not sustain a 7, 8, 9 year rebuild. The fans would turn. That's Winnipeg. So so they were fortunate enough to get those two guys to sign on, and now they've just continued to figure out and to lock down their core. So I guess we'll never know, but that was the view of one Canadian owner, and it could be shared by Murray Edwards in Calgary. It might be.
Yeah, and look, what you said is entirely accurate with Winnipeg. They also, A, had a good team to re-sign, and B, it's a market half the size with less financial wherewithal than Calgary. So you can keep going with Rasmus and Huberdeau, and you can re-sign Anderson and Uyghur. Doesn't mean you're good. Like, Winnipeg was actually good at the starting point of this.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a team that we have to watch, right? And the little things, by the way, I don't know. I want to mention about the waiver pickup of Johnny Beechar, only because there are things that just make me shake my head from time to time. And look, Don Sweeney is a decorated general manager, been in that chair a long, long time, real smart dude. So I just can't believe that you couldn't get something back for Johnny Beechar. And the reason I say that is the number of teams that didn't know, apparently, that they were going to put him on waivers. Like, do you not put out that call or that email or whatever to just say, hey, if you tell the world you're putting him on waivers, then everybody goes, all right, well, I guess he's going on waivers. But I get, like, Montreal would have claimed him.
And Flames had first priority. Is that correct?
What's that?
Flames had first priority in the waivers.
Yeah.
So there might have been like 6-7 claims. We don't know.
It's interesting because Marco Sturm, it was not one of those, he's a good kid. He just didn't have room. He did kind of bury him.
So it buried him.
It feels like there was something going on there. They just almost like get him out of here kind of.
Wow. Look, I know that organization, their development group, pretty well. I don't know how Johnny Beechar is going to fare in Calgary. What I do know with certainty is that it's hard to find big, fast, versatile forwards for free. It's hard. It's really, really hard. And the motivation meter on this kid has got to be through the roof. It has to be, because he was in purgatory in Boston. It didn't matter what he did. He just was not getting into that lineup. And I saw the Marco Sturm comment, and I was surprised because Marco's a respectful guy. You can't say Johnny Beechar didn't get a chance in Boston. Of course he did. He got a chance. But to kick him on the way out, I didn't like it. I just think the reason I think it's an excellent pickup by Calgary, and you know what? 2 months from now, we may look back and then, he hasn't really done anything. It's based on the feedback that I get from other clubs going, well, I might have thrown a draft pick at him. Something like, again, because these reclamation projects with young guys like this and the skill set that he has, what if he gets it? What if Ryan Huska is the coach? What if the Calgary Flames have the staff and the wherewithal to motivate this kid into being a top 6 forward? Got him for free, for heaven's sake.
Well, they didn't get him for free, but Sam Bennett.
Yeah.
Speaking of young guys, the debate a month ago was, is it possible for Macklin, Celebrini, or Connor Bedard to crack this roster? Are we past that? I mean, they're dominating. I saw people have them as
for the Olympic team,
second and third. Sorry, what did I say? They
didn't say it.
Okay, yeah, for the Olympics in Italy, like, they're going to get some heart votes if they keep playing the way they're playing now. How do you not take these guys? Like, is Hockey Canada at risk of Rob Zammering their way out of it? Like, they didn't take 706 and they were awful. Like, you have to take these kids, don't you?
Yeah, no, you don't have to.
Well, without looking a little foolish?
Well, as a fan, you would look at it and say, yeah, that doesn't make sense because of the offensive numbers. But Pinder, you especially, I think, are a numbers guy, right?
Yeah,
so you look at the data. Look at his underlying defensive numbers.
Bedard or Celebrini?
No, Bedard.
Okay.
They're not good. They're very, very poor. So the reason I bring it up that way, and you can say, yeah, but he's on a bad team. I mean, a team that's kind of turned a little bit this year. But now you put your coaching hat on, and you're looking at all these future Hall of Famers and superstars that'll make up Team Canada. And you're like, all right, well, he's not going to play in our top 6.
I would.
Yeah, I mean, you might, but I mean,
who's celebrating Bedard on McDavid's wings? That's where I'd put him. Let him score. Let the other guys defend.
Yeah, and, but who are you taking out of the mix here? Is Marner not making your team?
No, I sort of think the Konechny, Cirelli,
Konechny won't make the team.
Bennett,
either way,
Wilson.
Yeah, it was going to be. Geez, man, it's feeling like
he wins.
Yeah, it feels like more of a who's missing out as opposed to do these guys deserve to go.
Yeah, like, I don't know that I would send Mark Schreiber to this tournament ahead of either of these guys, because there's also something to be said for that continuity of the next World Cup in 2 years.
Sure, and don't forget though that it's an enhanced roster, so it's 25 now, right? Okay. But I mean, we checked into this yesterday prior to our insider trading segment. the offensive numbers tell you it doesn't make sense. But he, being Bedard, is on the outside looking in. Celebrini is, unless something happens, he's going to make the team because he's a more complete player.
Sure.
And they can envision Macklin Celebrini having to kill penalties. They can envision him embracing the checking role in the bottom six if that's what's needed. And I just don't think they feel the same way about Connor Bedard because they don't. They just don't. And, Tom Wilson's having a hell of a season. Do you take Bedard ahead of Tom Wilson? I think, again, you would probably go, yeah, I do. I don't, because even though the international game is different, the officiating is twitchy at best. There isn't going to be fighting. You are playing on an NHL arena in Italy.
Not big ice.
And the game that you're matching up for is against USA. And those two pricks, Matthew and Brady, are just gonna have that's what part of their lure and what makes them special players is exactly why I call them that. I love them.
Yeah.
And they wear that with a badge of honor. But I don't know. Maybe if Tom Wilson is lining up opposite to them, maybe they just settle down a little bit. Maybe he's a neutralizer. I don't know.
The Rob Zaminer is only a Rob Zaminer comment because they didn't win.
Yeah.
So
just like when they didn't take Sid in 06. Yeah. Like if you win gold, no one ever questions it. But when
Well, Dregs, we'll let you get out of here and get ready for that. I was going to ask just, are the Oilers a team to watch here, or is patience a virtue? Because it's not.
No. I think that Bowman is willing to give it another couple of weeks. So that pushes you upwards to the 30 game mark. I mean, he sees everything we see. Their goaltending is always a factor. It's an issue now. Although Pickard, boy, he was good last night, man. He was good. Defensively, they need to be better. They need to be better in a lot of different areas. So patience is wearing thin in Edmonton, but I'd still give them another 10 days to 2 weeks to really assess.
Tremendous.
Thank you, sir.
We appreciate you.
Okay, guys. Good luck with that garage heater, by the way.
Thank you, sir. I'm very excited.
In the right direction.
And Crystal Waters, they're the sponsor. They said, we're doing garage heaters because not just you could put a TV up in there, maybe a man cave. Yeah. Darren Dreger subscribing to that.
I love it. Good luck.
Nice.
Okay, boys, have a great weekend.
Thanks, man. There you go. Darren Dreger on the Insider Hotline, a presentation of Crystal Waters, plumbing and heating, your crystal clear choice. Yes, your hot water tanks, your hot water heater, your AC, your furnace, but also now garage heaters, professionally and neatly installed. And we will have going to be shooting some video for it. And
you timed this perfectly. It's about to get cold next week.
That's what they say.
Threading the needle, Dino. Yeah. Speaking of which, I just got winter tires put on this morning, so
snuck it in there. The mid-November tire swap is ballsy. Yeah, or got reckless and lazy.
Friends at Village Honda.
Yeah,
got it squeezed in. Maybe
it's real winter here in Prince Albert, fellas.
Is that right?
You absolutely need your winters on. So, did we win?
Yeah, we won.
What was the score?
3-4.
4-3.
Oh, yeah, 4-3.
So did you get like all 4 goals or just 3?
4.
Oh, good. Dregs will be fooling us, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Once it's anybody with him.
What's the draft year for him? What are we looking?
Yeah, 32.
32.
Parents were all talking about around the pub last night, so we all got.
I think that's the last year Huberto's deal. That'd be perfect.
That's great. Yeah, could step right in. So are we? Like
Dregs is more professional than we are. He handled it well. I feel like sometimes I almost felt like I was attacking him to a certain extent, and he's like,
I know.
Dude.
No, that's great. He's good at that. He can handle that.
I know, but
the biggest takeaway I have from the Maloney thing is like, I just don't know why you let him stand in front of the camera. Like, I think they're going to get all this right, and I understand they're not ready to proclaim anything yet. Then don't go on TV.
I also think that guys like Dregs in Toronto have so much going on that they don't overly focus just on one team. So their depth of knowledge of all that is Calgary isn't the same. But I think that they're looking at it. Well, just be patient. In an overall general sense, we've seen it. We live it. We eat it and drink it and
every day
run into people. And there's opinion. We've watched enough of it. This is the gist. When you take 3 years and think about this team after watching them and rationally assess, you have to move these guys out of here and restart. I don't get the comment of the, well, you got a new rink coming and it's a 7 or 8 year rebuild. No, well,
Doesn't have to be.
the only way that you make that happen is by making the wrong picks. So there's no guarantees that even if they do everything right, and we could walk through it exactly how we would lay it out. I'm absolutely trading Kadri, and I'm going to chew money on that contract so that I get more in return. I would have dumped Anderson for the deal that was supposedly so good from LA, and I told you how I'd have done it. I just said, what do you want for a contract? Okay, I'm going to give it to you. Now I'm going to move your ass. Blah, blah, blah. But I would run it that way. Coleman, you're gone. I don't care. Like, I would not have resigned back. Blah, blah, blah. You can lay it out. The only fly in the ointment is if you don't get good picks.
Right.
If you don't turn the assets that you get in return into game-changing players. If you don't do that, then you're into 8 years of crap.
I agree. Like Cole Reshny, by all accounts, great player. They get him at what, 18 last year? And you're like, wow, like that might be a center that could arrive in like 2 to 4 years. We're not talking 2 to 4 years and you're picking in the top 3. You're talking next year. Or maybe you have to wait 1 year. Like if you want to speed things up, the path is very clear. Get to the top of the draft.
Like we did the show yesterday, and I don't know. I don't know why I had such a
be in your bonnet
because it feels like you're being bullshitted. That's
no,
why.
you know what it was
Yes,
is because every other year they're kind of middle of the pack, and then you get to around Christmas because we talk about you got to sell off, and then you reach that point where it's they're not going to be bad enough to finish in that bottom 5.
You
They're
owe
not
it to
going
the
be
guys in the
there.
room, blah blah blah.
And it's almost because now they're dead last, and will they play better hockey? We've talked about that. Yeah, this is not going to be the worst Flames team of all time. They're gonna get some wins here and there, but now you're finally down there, and you haven't traded away your first round pick like a year. Like imagine if you didn't own your first rounder this coming draft.
That was last year.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
Give
you'd
to
be
Montreal.
like, no, you've got your pick. Things are in good order. You have a goaltender. You've got some young players, and to see it from their side, yes, what's Don Maloney going to say? But it's a different time, and it's two things. Fans, they know what the cap is. They know what who's making what. They know what's out there. Also, they're seeing all these young stars light up the NHL. They also know who's available in the coming draft because of the proximity of Gavin McKenna. They watched him in Medicine Hat. There's that around this fan base as well. And they're tired of mucky middle. We want to be a good team. They have missed the playoffs. This will be the 4th straight year and 5 out of the last 6. So it's not like you're taking a team that is in the mix for a second or a home ice and deciding, you know what, we're gonna tank. It's not what's happening.
It's not Winnipeg.
It's as though they are. And it feels like they're trying to be the smartest ones in the room. And it just felt disrespectful to the fans, which is why it rubbed me the wrong way. Because I heard that's what it was. Is you hear from fans that are like, okay, wait, what? Well, we thought we were all kind of seeing this the same way. That fine, okay, so they're bad, so they're going to try but what? Well, it just felt like because I was not taking a run at Don Maloney or anything like that. I mean, he's got a job to do, and I didn't want to be disrespectful, but just. I think a lot of fans are tired of watching what's on the ice on a nightly basis. They bust their ass night in, night out, but they are superstar starved here.
Zero.
And you have a chance here, a legitimate and a real opportunity to get one, and to hear that, we're not really interested in that. We want to feed you more of this. It's like, we're sick of this. How about something better?
It felt like they were reading the script from last year. Like, we're not out of it. And like, no, you're in DFL right now.
And you've got other teams that have come out and said it. And is the backlash so fearful? Like, are we so petty as Flames fans that
I don't think a president of hockey ops has come out and said we're selling.
In St. Louis and other Barry Trotz?
Through insiders, they'll do it. But none of those guys have spoken publicly and said the sale is on. And it's subtle, but it is a
Yes,
little
but
bit, yeah.
but through insiders, we're hearing what we heard from Maloney.
Yeah, which is not ready
There's-
to do it yet. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know
yeah.
what's the love in with Kadri right now.
Do you really want to be caught holding the bag when he's not good? He's
Like,
good now.
Is
Move on.
this like again? It's nothing against Nazem Kadri, and I think he is playing well. Hence the idea that we best maximize his asset. I thought GMs were supposed to be what psychopaths, sociopaths. Yeah, like now we're good guys. Yeah, maybe we're being too effing nice, right?
And I think that's part of it. I think the fans feel like, again, judge people by their actions. Conroy's not gone out and added a bunch of players. He's not gone out and given up draft picks and that. He made that Flyers deal last year. The price
Good stab.
is a good stab. You get Beechar. They've done some waiver wire stuff. That doesn't cost anything. You're not holding players back. So my hope is that, Craig is able to do what he wants to do. But there's also, I think, a fear that when he runs things up the flagpole, that there's some resistance there with what he wants to do. We have example being, and it's hypothetical, we've got a really good trade offer here for Nazem Kadri, and the answer is Kadri's part of our core. Like, we love our core. We love Nazem. Don't think so. You just hope that there's always going to be differing of opinions when you get into a room, and that's what makes things great. But my hope is, and I think everyone's hope is, let those guys do what they think is best.
You hired them to do the job.
They've got years of experience. They played in the league. They traveled the globe to work this game. Now let them do it.
If the concern is financial from the ownership's point of view, and I don't know that it is, but if that's, I mean, most owners should have that concern. But if that is the concern, then let's make the message real clear. I'm not buying tickets to watch mediocre. I want to buy tickets for a team that's trying to win.
I'm with you 100%. I think this fan
and I
base
think
would love
that's
to
where
see
most
young,
fans
exciting-
are right now. I think it's if and this again, we don't know. It's hypothetical. If their concern is that we can't sell tickets because you're in 32nd and you've tried to be middle of the road forever, I don't want to buy tickets to that. I want to buy tickets to a team that's going for it.
And you
right?
could argue, and you could argue that what they've been doing, maybe you could spin it and try and sell it. That's us trying to win. We're staying competitive. That's not what you're trying to do. You're staying mediocre.
Yeah,
you're staying mid by selling off and going for and getting young and getting that. That is being aggressive in trying to win and be a perennial playoff team. Not what this has been. Because again, in the last 20 years, right? 04 to the final, 05 lockout, 06 or again.
05, 06,
three series wins in 20 years.
Sabres have more and have missed the playoffs for 14 seasons. It's a stupid comment, but it's true.
So whatever your plan has been, it's not working.
It's not working. Here, you think about this in the business sense. You've got suite holders, and you want to run someone up there to meet them from your team, and you want to impress them. As great a guy as Michael Backlund is, or Nazem Kadri, or whoever the hell else, why don't you walk up there with Celebrini or Jonathan Taves and or Sidney or Crosby or McDavid or McKinnon or Cale Makar? Now, these are all Hall of Fame guys, but that's the point. When you walked up with Tkachuk, well, this is pretty cool. Johnny Gaudreau, oh, this is pretty cool. Get that.
Yeah.
Get that in your dressing room.
Yeah. And I do believe you said it yesterday. You have the goaltender. You already have some pieces. You've missed the playoffs. So you've made some relatively high picks for what the team has been. You're not on your way to the bottom by bottoming out this year. Like, you've kind of bottomed. You've started to put some pieces.
Pieces already
in
arriving
place.
here. You're not starting scratch here.
Like you said, right? In 3 years, you could be in a new building and have pivotal players at important positions that are in their early to mid 20s.
Yeah.
Right. That's what you want, and you can do it. But like you say, so Bill Belichick was the best at it. Yeah, he's a great player. He's out.
Cut.
Because we can be better at this is how we build a dynasty. This is how we build a perennial threat. So it just felt like, and I'm not a hot take guy. I sit here and we bullshit because I don't.
It's all of a show.
I don't like. I just don't. Anyway, I heard from a lot of people yesterday who were saying, yes, that's what
I'm feeling.
That's awesome that you guys kind of went off there, because that's what we're thinking. That's how we feel. We do feel a little bit like we're being talked down to, and that we're just a bunch of sheep. Again, I don't want to use that. But it's like, people are smart. The fans are smart. They know what's going on. They see what's happening in the league, and to feel like they're being spoon-fed something, it's like, here's how the league works, and here's what they're done with it.
I don't get the financial argument, and I know that it's real. Like, Dreger is correct. If you sell Kadri, Coleman, Anderson, and let's say Hanley and Farabee at the deadline, there's going to be a softening in sales. But like, how in the world can't you look longer than one quarter at a time and understand that this fan base wants to see a young and exciting team with hope and promise and young stars? That's the trade-off. Yes, we'll lose money in Q3 and Q4, but hello, McFly, you got a new building where you're going to ask double the price for the same beer and the same seat. It better not be the same team. And people will buy to go see young stars. What happened when they drafted Connor Bedard in Chicago? They sold like 10,000 season tickets within 30 hours or something insane. That's financially good. Try to do that.
And you're in a great spot. Like I say, you're in a great spot. I feel like it is an important part in the team's trajectory for the next generation of player.
You have to make a statement at some point.
You have a budget, right? You have a billionaire owner, and thank God for that. You have cap space. You have buyout room. You're not up against. You hear all these teams, they're in cap jail, or, well, we've got to spend this. You don't have any of those restrictions. Potentially. If you're willing to eat some money on salaries, you have plenty of cap room. You've got the budget. You've been a cap team for years. You've got all of that in your favor. Just go and use it.
Yeah, don't leave these tools on the bench.
And if only you had players to sell. Well, you do. You have players that would be attractive to other teams. It's an opportunity to speed the whole thing up. I feel like we are just kind of doubling down on what we said. But anyway. Retro was going there. I like it.
Is he frozen? He's not. He's there.
Oh, he's there.
No, I'm just dialed in. I was going because I think it's important, and we all believe it, and I think we're right. And I'm not saying that the management doesn't know this, but it does feel a little tone deaf, the message that the fans continue to hear. It's like,
agree.
Good God.
You didn't have to put him on TV yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, and I don't like if you're rooting for a rebuild, that you're just not a fan of the team. That means you're rooting for losses. No team,
don't call
no fan
my bluff.
does that. That's not.
Yeah, no
They're-
fan
they're
was
smarter
excited
than
when
that.
they drafted Sidney Crosby or Connor McDavid or Nathan McKinnon.
InvestMed. That's what. See, Rhett. He's a changed man. A lot of times he'd just kind of be, I don't know. It's win or lose. It's all the same to me.
Passion.
Oh, is the sun out today? No sun today. Oh, whatever. But he's gone to InvestMed. He's a changed man. He's lost weight. He's fiery. He's wearing red. He's excitable. He's a healthy man. You're a healthy dude.
Should have kept my equipment. I got my playing weight back. I'm ready to go.
That's right.
Using
All
Jasper
because of InvestMed.
I threw my gear away.
Dumpster.
Jeez. InvestMed, invest-med.ca, Canada's first and only private medical testing company. We're kind of having fun with it, but truly, this is it's the way to potentially
Save your life.
have life longevity, to save your life. The technological possibility for early detection and mitigation of many serious life-threatening problems is real. It exists, and it is at your disposal in Calgary. A screening battery to get in and find health risks if there's something going on They can detect it early, go to work with you to turn things around so that as you age, you can feel great. And as retirement years come, you can actually enjoy retirement, not feel like you waited your whole life to only see things go poorly at the end. Invest-med.ca. Great guys, great company, geniuses. I mean, they're brilliant.
Smarter than us.
So smart. Can you imagine being that smart?
But they don't make you feel stupid.
No, they're normal guys. They're normal people.
But
But
should have interviewed
so
one of them at the
smart.
intermission on Tuesday. Wednesday.
Gee, you got to move on. Come on now. See, now that's
Not making us feel stupid. What?
That's smarmy.
it is.
Your decision, guys.
InvestMed, invest-med.ca.
Couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
Well, it's
It's cheap shots. That's okay.
It's not cheap shot.
You know, it's total.
You just said that you felt like you were being talked down to. That's all I'm saying. These guys are talking.
I know
That's what he's saying. That's
and
what
I
he's
know
saying,
what you
dude.
said. I was sitting right here when you said it, so now you're talking down to me, and I don't like it.
InvestMed. Get your S dealt with.
That's right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You're going to go into Christmas. You're going to act like a clown. Put that in your stocking. A meeting with InvestMed January 2nd when you're going, oh my God, what did I do? Why did I live that way? And then they're going to get you taken care of.
Because, I mean, as serious for a
I'm
moment,
not
then we'll move
joking.
on. But yeah, you made changes after your InvestMed, and you have lost a considerable amount of weight, and you are living your best life right now. Better than because I've been around you for a while. I thought it was me, but maybe it's just the way you were living. But you're much healthier, and you feel a lot better.
Look at the glow. Look at the
Yeah.
glow.
Look at the glow.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, if we were talking to you in Prince Albert in November, you would not be
Hungover
this,
and just miserable.
you would not be this happy.
InvestMed. They'll put the fear of God in you. And
InvestMed. One poutine at breakfast, not two.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, let's go and do this thing here.
Well, it's time for the Pinder Report. Dino, it's brought to you by our good friends at Village Honda. Boy, things were buzzing up there this morning. Coffee machine, best in the league. Professionals, people running around, getting work done on time. Love to see it. And right now is the time to get into their winter-ready used SUV event. We're talking 4x4 all-wheel drive SUVs. Save thousands on them. Why not? Be winter ready. It's a heck of a season we've got here in Calgary. So all makes, all models, and they're priced to move. Get one that'll have you safe this winter. Check out the selection online at villagehonda.com or head up to the dealership in the Northwest Auto Mall, like I did while putting on winters this morning, right before we get to Morin and Big Valley, Alberta. Okay, we'll start with Flames Nation. What's going on the website? Writers writing never stops. There's Liam and Riley. That's there's an article alluding to what Rhett was talking about. The Flames and Sabres, eerily similar. There are some differences, but there are some similarities to be sure. And then an update on what's going on around the division. 4 points separating 6 teams. Oilers got a point last night. We'll get to some of the results around the league later on. Here's the lines for the Flames. They did have a Sam Morton and a John Beechar in the lineup in Buffalo. That meant Ryan Lawberg was on the outside looking in. We'll see what they do tomorrow night as they host the Dallas Stars. It feels like right now the next little bit will be an audition between Morton and Beechar. Who's going to be fourth line center? Who can we play on the wing? Is it Lomberg in instead of one of these guys? I mean, there's an opportunity. There's a runway here. They do not have 4 NHL centers. Morton or Beechar, do you want to be that? Can you be that?
And I feel like Klapka's kind of gotten himself into a role where he's a shit disturber now. He's
Big time.
he's good.
he's getting himself
knows the
under
role.
the skin of the other team. So I don't think he's coming out anytime soon. So I'm with you. It might be with a win in Buffalo. I would guess probably it's going to stay mostly the same here.
It will be interesting when we get a timeline for Marty Pospisil, because that's another shit disturber. And you have the ability to build a nasty pain in the ass fourth line if you want one, but you're also the most offensively challenged team in the league. So we'll see.
He's not even skating, is he?
I think he is resuming activities now, but there was no timeline, and there's still no timeline.
It's not good.
It's not good.
You kind of shrug your shoulders and wonders what's going on, but he's not staying out because he chooses to stay out, and they're not saying, just relax. We have too many wingers, so just stay at home.
This isn't Le'Veon Bell not showing up to work.
Yeah. So hope that he's doing all right.
Yeah, and again, the timeline on it, there was a cut to the face. He skated the next day, and then poof, you didn't see him for months. Skated a bit again, stopped. I mean,
It's a history.
Feels concussion-y for sure.
Conky-esque
Yeah.
for sure. So get it right, take your time, but there's another shit disturbing bottom six winger out there eventually, in theory. Let's look at the D pairs really quickly. Jan Kuznetsov has been a nice story working with Mackenzie Weegar. Is he perfect? No. Is he playing in some of the first dozen games in his NHL career? Yes. It's been pretty encouraging from that front. Ball and Anderson. I've liked Rasmus's game of late. That's a good sign for the Flames, who are incredibly likely to move him. I didn't love his first month. He's been better of late.
That Balderson pairing has been
Balderson.
has
Great
been on it.
cheese.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great cheese. Really good cheese.
The Balderson
Not allowed
pairing.
to eat it, but really good.
Oh,
Yeah, you used to, not anymore. Yeah.
3-year-old cheddar. Unbelievable. And Hanley and Pahal, or Bean and Pahal, is what we've seen on the third pair with, of course, Zane Parekh still out with injury.
What does the thing beside Hanley mean?
There's just a note on his usage there. That's, you go to Daily Faceoff. They got
got
more
all of it.
information on
Mhm.
Nacho there.
Would
if
it kill
want.
you to go to the website, Jack?
Jeez,
Visit
Jack,
flamesnation.ca.
it's on the network. Support the
Support it.
network. Come on, Jack.
Thanks for nothing.
Schedule looks like this. Back-to-back games in Calgary and Vancouver. Saturday night late against the Dallas Stars. They're rolling. They're good. And yes, they are again a cup contender. Then into Vancouver, a very different story. Injuries, Demko out. Philip Hedl has been hurt. They have center issues. They are not a deep club. They've been scrappy, but they certainly are not looking like the Stars in the contender category at this juncture. Never boring between the Flames and Canucks in Vancouver.
Beaten by Dallas beat Vancouver last night 4-2. So that's
Yeah,
their
and,
most recent deal.
It was 2-2 late as well in that one. So, hey, you never know what's going to happen in Vancouver. Maybe we have a line brawl and then coaches fighting in the hallway. Brian McGrattan can play peacemaker. You never know. Can get crazy there. Next, let's go to the bottom 8 in the NHL. The Out Show. Calgary, kind of nudging up on Nashville a bit. Good news, Rhett. Look at the games in hand. Come on.
Yeah.
Guys. You want out of there, Johnny Marshall? So you want to leave Steve Stamkos? Start playing well. Let's go here. St. Louis, they loser point last night. Buffalo, not looking good. Vancouver right there. And then the teams maybe we didn't expect. Toronto at 500, Edmonton at 500. They've got 4 regulation wins to the Oilers. That's last in the NHL. 23 games. You've beat a team in 60 minutes 4 times. And the Rangers have been Jekyll and Hyde. Awful at home. Much better on the road.
The Leafs are second from the basement. Only the Sabres have a worse record than the Leafs in the East right now.
Yeah, and it's funny because the East is really clumped together. No one's running away with it, and there's not a awful, wow, they're really bad in there. Like the Sabres are 2 games under 500. That's not insane. Whew. Hey, there's the East. Thank you, Jacko. Montreal, where all of a sudden they're not.
Yeah, they've come back to.
Yoy.
Right. Yeah, we got a Montreal Buffalo bet, Jack. That's getting more interesting. Last night, results, we told you about some of them. We'll let you take a peek at the 12 games. Overtime in 3, a shootout in another. And as you noted, the next 2 Flames opponents did play in Vancouver, Dallas, 4-2 victors in that one. Some performances to get to. You see 8 goals for the Capitals there, Dino. I wonder who scored a few of them. Well, there's Alex Ovechkin moving past Joe Sakic into top 10 in all-time points. The great one indeed. Goal or assists? What do you think he was doing?
Yeah, I think I know.
He's a goal scorer. He's, in fact, leading the history of this sport in goals scored. 33 hat tricks that in this career. Can you catch Mike Bossy?
What does it say under Wayne?
Wayne had 50 hat tricks. 50. That's more than half a season of hat tricks.
It's a lot of hat tricks.
That's a ton of hatties.
Yeah.
Mario had 40. Mike Bossy, again, shorter career, probably one of the more underrated guys in NHL history,
You
but
know,
absolute sniper.
Yeah. This
39.
Ovechkin guy's, he is starting to put together what might be a Hall of Fame career here. Because didn't he just have a goal record thing last year?
Some good company. Brett Hull and Phil Esposito there as well.
Yeah.
Holy. We'll keep moving. More on Ovi. Oldest guy to get a hat trick. Yeah, he's now tied. 40 or over. Gordie Howe, Johnny Busick, Jaromir Jagr, Teemu, Solani, and Nick Lidstrom. Nick Lidstrom did it at 40? Goodness.
Lidstrom had a hat trick? Like,
that is impressive.
good for him.
Forward.
Don't hear much from the old Nick Lidstrom.
You never,
You never
played,
did.
you didn't. Yeah.
He was a guy that did his job and didn't want to be. Braggy pants.
Yeah.
He didn't do the Bouchard thing where he was on the highlight reel for the other team often either. I noticed that.
No.
Oh, so many Norris
Steady.
trophies.
Yeah. Very good. Other notes and tidbits from last night. We heard from Dreger earlier. Connor Hellebuyck is going to be absent for a bit. 4 to 6 weeks is the timeline. Arthroscopic knee surgery, a minor procedure. It's probably a minor. Hellebuyck will be out 4 to 6. And as Dreg said, Team USA ready for him for the Olympics. Jets, we'll see how they do without him. They've not been excellent, but Hellebuyck's been very good. So we'll see how they survive this in that tough division that's got the likes of Colorado and Dallas and others. Okay, tonight's action. Let's go there. Not missing anything, am I, Jack? 4 games. Hawks and Sabres. Minnesota Wild at Jack's Dan the Man Muse Penguins. Canes Jets, excuse me. This is the Nikolai Ehlers Bowl. He returns to Winnipeg after signing in Carolina in the offseason. And the Glenn Murray Bowl. It's Bruins and Kings at 8:30.
Love
The
Muzz.
The Joseph
guy.
Stumple.
Joseph Stumple.
Byron.
It was
Dafoe.
weird. I was watching the Kings and Sharks last night, and all I could think of when I was watching the Sharks was, oh, there's Marlowe, and there's Alan McCauley's number, and Mike Rathje,
Hey, there's Dan Boyle. Look at that. Yeah.
Kyle McLaren, Brad Stewart,
You see Jonathan Cheechoo out there? Some guys can score.
Cheech.
Yeah.
Any Nabokovs? Did you see a Nabokov?
Yep.
That's your schedule tonight. Last night we had some NFL football. Rhett,
Take it away.
No, it didn't.
what the hell happened?
General Mills, I had him in my fantasy. It was great. What next?
Yeah.
Well, hang on now, 'cause
For
I'm looking at the
Christ's
final.
sakes, did you guys know how good Houston's defense is, or is this just because the Bills were terrible?
I think it was known as good, but when you get on primetime and you do it to the Bills, there's another heightened level of that's probably the best D in the NFL, and they were great. Down the stretch, they pick them off to end the game. Buffalo was threatening with the ball in the final moments.
I don't know about the pickoff being a big deal because he was just tossing it. It was under pressure again.
Yeah, their front four, they didn't need to blitz to get pressure down all night, and that makes defending a lot easier when you can drop more back.
And it wasn't like it was one guy because Allen can evade one guy. It was like, well, here they all come, gang tackle.
I don't mind those red helmets either.
I wasn't sure what to think. It's a lot. It's a lot of red.
Yeah, and it's not the regular uni, but if you're going to do something a little different, I don't mind that. If it's a regular one, that's a lot of red.
And the red helmet was very shiny,
chrome red.
It was. Whew.
You know what it was? It was Christmas ornament ball.
Dean hates red. I wear red. Dean makes fun of it.
It's not true. It's not true. I always thought the Stamps should do a full
Christmas
ornament ball red,
because they did the one that was matte black at the front and then it went to the chrome red at the back.
Yeah, I like the red.
I love ornament ball red. That's
that ornament ball red.
That's the one, guys.
Is the way to go. Somebody tell George Geo over at McMahon, get it going.
Just head down to Benjamin Moore, get some of that Christmas ornament ball red. Keep moving. Standings. What's going on here, Rhett? Kansas City's lurking. Baltimore's looking. There's some frauds in there. I think Pittsburgh and LA would lead that group. I don't love the Chargers.
What are the Chargers?
Yeah, the other LA's in the other conference. Houston with that D, all of a sudden, I think they deserve a spot. Jacksonville's already got a head-to-head win over Kansas City. This is going to get good. I think Denver's good. I think New England's good. Not sure about Indy. They got a test this week. We'll get to with our football picks later. The rest, I have questions.
Thank God we didn't do picks yesterday.
Yeah, that saved us a loss for sure.
Who is the best team in this bunch? Is it Denver?
It might be New England.
Might be New England.
Yeah, and you know what? The thing with this league, you could be the best team in November.
Yeah.
Or Baltimore or Kansas City.
Exactly.
Right? Like, that's the thing. It's like, how are you? How healthy are you in January? Yeah. Then we'll start picking who's the best.
Like, I checked the other day. Is Kansas City not the betting favorite right now to
come out of the AFC? I can look that up.
I wouldn't be surprised. They got the Colts this week.
There it is. There's a fraud test for the Colts.
Must win game for the Chiefs.
Can you fall under 500 and get in? I don't know.
It's tight.
She's tight.
Toit. Yeah, if they lose to Indy, they'd have to run the table to get to 11 wins. That's you're definitely a wild card at best. Okay, keep moving. Rhett loves the new sports. He doesn't like crocodiles and Australian videos, so let's show you the now 8-time yo-yo world champion. You ever have yo-yos as a kid, Rhett?
Hell yeah.
It's looking pretty standard here. He's got 2 going, but things get a little more complex. This dude's from Japan and is the best in the world at yo-yos. This is the
You don't have to comment. This is amazing all on its own.
this is the Wayne Gretzky of yo-yos right here. Whew. Oohs and ahs.
Ladies love them.
Yeah.
Chicks dig it. I don't know what the top salaries are in the
This
yo-yo league.
Dangling his yo-yos all over.
I'm probably good at any point, but I did want to get Rhett into the loop. on
Look
the
at him go.
Now
Oh.
8-time champ. Wow, jeez.
Okay, that's enough.
How
for
many hours a
Christ's
day are we
sake.
doing this, yo-yo boy?
Waiting
All right.
for the big finale.
Next.
All right. Feels like you don't watch these. You just kind of send them. Yeah.
No, I watch them. It's just I don't.
Enough.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks, Jack. Jack's not going to take it
There's
down.
got to be some
I'm
big
intimidated
payoff.
by this,
I'm
man.
waiting.
It's got to be a big payoff. at the
Well,
end.
what?
At all.
There's not a money shot. Let's go.
Okay.
You don't know that.
This guy. You ever feel like you just been caught?
Oh no.
No, I don't know if this is AI or not, but let's
AI.
go watch either way.
Bathroom.
Authorities are looking for a man who's been spotted sneaking into women's restrooms across the downtown area. Witnesses describe him as mid-40s, about 6 feet tall, wearing glasses, a trimmed beard, and a receding hairline. Police released this composite sketch earlier today.
This can't be
Okay.
real.
That was a good one, Pinder. Way to go.
Friday, November 21st. That's your Pinder Report for our good friends at Village Honda. New in-stock inventory on the ground. Start all your automotive adventures at Village Honda, where new vehicle pricing is MSRP, and they've got access to over 500 pre-owned vehicles in their dealer group. VillageHonda.com.
Yeah,
Feel bad for that guy.
That guy's just gotta. It's like, could you read this script? I kind of. Can she read? No, I have to. Oh,
Yeah, we don't have the
all
image
right.
yet. Yeah, when I start reading it, you can put it. Oh dear.
That's right.
I got to go close the fridge. My kid left it open. Hang
Of
on.
course he did. Hearing loss clinic, locally owned and operated. They're here to help. Next week we're going to be. We got our Christmas auction coming up. We haven't talked about it, but the Christmas auction, the Top Shelf Elf, is coming
Back.
next week. We're going to raise some money for a great cause, and this should shock no one. Travis and Sabrina Rhodes making a donation to the cause.
Of course.
Of course they are, because they're great people and they're the best at what they do. Locally owned and operated, here to help. Sometimes you notice, it's like, ooh, I've got something going on in my hearing. Is there some ringing or something? Okay, I better go see somebody. And sometimes you just have no idea. Maybe there's just kind of deteriorates and erodes over time. And not until you hear what you're missing, so to speak,
My goodness.
do you then go and get it taken care of. Studies show that health risks like dementia, depression, and others have been linked to untreated hearing loss. Hearing issues can be especially challenging for kids.
My dad made this for me.
Doing a read here, Rhett.
Custom ear protection, in-ear stage monitors. You ever got any popcorn caught in your ears? You
What
go
do
to
you
you go to the hearing loss clinic and they get digging around. And
It's
say, "Oh,
terrible. I had to go a couple of years ago.
I know.
Colonel in there.
Yeah. 5 hearing loss clinic locations in Calgary, including the new Chinook location at the corner of McLeod and Glenmore.
Don't want an assault patch.
I know he does. Helping you hear better is simply their way of helping you live better. Book an assessment today. Great people, the best at what they do, and they'll take care of you. So support the sponsor for sure, but it's about what the sponsor in this case can do for you. They can change your life. Hearingloss.ca. Hearing loss.
Early's Farm and Garden, fellas. Delicious.
Can we see that bag again? Like, it's massive.
It's not
I
small.
was worried there wasn't enough.
Well, yeah.
I ate
That would've
half
been-
of it last night.
Half of. Jeez. Well, you're almost done then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
might
on
need
your
another
way.
batch for the
Don't
game.
tell investment.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not on YouTube. They'll never know.
How many layers of
never
butter
find
are
out.
in there?
So we're less than a week away from American Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Next week, Thursday.
Ditching my family.
Are we doing it at your house, Red?
Sure. Okay.
You get the memo the day before.
No, it's pointed. It feels like we're headed in that direction.
Okay, I like that.
We're jealous. Everybody in the U.S. they get to just sit around and watch football and eat delicious foods, and
We're going to share that with them this year.
yeah, we're hijacking it, we're crashing it, and we're gonna go from Rhett's house. So next Thursday, our show will go from Rhett's living room / kitchen. We'll have some food prep, some special
I'm gonna
behind the
stick
scenes.
Jack in the massage chair. He's gonna love it.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
a presentation of Bonton Meats. Greg
Oh,
Keller
really?
going to take
Good.
care of us as always. Bonton Meat Market.
Wow.
You're going to learn a few things. You're going to learn. We'll show you the way around the kitchen.
Buns?
Might be some buns.
Yes.
There's going to be some meat, some gravy, hopefully some potato salad. I know how Greg feels about it, but come on now.
I didn't ask Greg, but I do know there's going to be a skinny dipping in Rhett's hot tub too.
Gross. That is optional. That will not be filmed or shown. That's not necessary. But we say it all the time. If you're hosting an event, Christmas, a dinner, and it's maybe just not, well, what are we going to order? Well, you can order in some lame food, or you can make it.
Lame.
But they will help you with how big of a roast do you need? How big? How do you do it? This whole thing. It's why they are the very best. Southern Alberta and Calgary's Consumer Choice Award winner for best meat in deli for 24, 25 years straight. Bonton Meat Market, 28 Crowfoot Circle in the Northwest. Now, can I leave you to kind of collaborate with Greg as to what you want to do for the menu? You don't need me to do it because that's your wheelhouse. He had kind of talked about maybe doing like the spatchcock turkey a couple years ago when we did it. It was the turkey breast cordon bleu, so we had them kind of filleted and then stuffed and
Listen, if you're too lazy to deal with it, I got it, man. Don't worry about it. Don't give me that bullshit.
It's not about being late. I just figured like we'll get you excited.
I can handle it.
Delegates.
Okay.
You make the go-ahead gravy.
Okay, but you know what?
Actually, Greg's got good gravy
Their
too. I can
gravy's
just
so good.
steal it from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you have too much gravy?
Never.
Possible.
There's no such thing. Have you ever thrown gravy out?
God, no.
No.
I made gravy just to make gravy.
Just to make gravy. Yeah. Because you could put anything in it.
He had gravy today on his poutine, didn't he?
It'd be one of those things.
I bought that for the kids.
Yeah. If I put gravy out with any meal, no one would say, well, what's the gravy for?
No.
Yeah. Grilled cheese? Yeah.
Gravy.
Absolutely.
You know what they say? Pass the gravy. That's what they say. When
You pass the gravy.
Yeah.
I got 15% left in my battery. So,
Well, we're going to do football picks and then we're getting the hell out of here.
oh, thank God. I dodged a bullet yesterday, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bills would have been tough on the
Those would've been
card.
tough. Bet365 game props, player props, totals, the money line, whatever your bet is. It's never ordinary on Bet365. You have the bet, you got it on your phone. The Bet365 app is awesome. If you haven't got it yet and you haven't signed up, use the code NATION when you sign up. And if you don't know your way around, the gaming and that, they've got a bunch of bets. They're always built. They can help you out. They even do some kind of the research. They'll show you what the last 5 weeks performance has been for specific players and some of the player props. But we do point spread and also over unders.
Apparently.
As, it didn't really work for Jack last week, but he's going back to it. We'll start from the left to the right. Pinder back with his 3 pick.
Well, it's been a really rough run here, like really rough, an awful month. I am so bad at this. I think I can be good at this. So let me walk you through this.
All right.
We got Cleveland and Vegas. I think Vegas is awful. I think that Cleveland D could keep this close. 4 points, too many for Vegas to cover. So I'm taking Vegas -4. Don't know if you put that all together. So I'm going opposite.
It feels like you're kind of going
full opposite George.
Okay.
I think the Eagles are way better than Dallas. I think on the road, Dallas has looked good against some bad teams, but the Eagles are still the Eagles. I would think Philadelphia would cover. So I'm taking Dallas.
Okay.
+3.
Yeah.
And the Ravens have been good, but I don't know if Lamar looks quite like Lamar. He's not really running around as much. I know he's back. 13.5 points is a huge number. I would take the Jets, which means I am picking Baltimore to cover 13.5.
Wow.
That's excellent.
Full opposite George. I'm 9 games under 500, tied for last. As long as I keep doing what I'm doing, but pick the opposite, we're going to get on a heater here.
Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, Retro, 5 games.
I'm chewing on popcorn, so it's hard to.
Okay, so the Colts are at the Kansas City Chiefs. It's
Wow.
it's kind of a must-win game for the Chiefs.
It is, and I think they can win. But what's Indy getting?
3 points.
3 points on the road at Arrowhead. Rhett's taking the Colts +3. Eagles and Cowboys. Jerry's got the boys rolling. They're at home.
Well,
Philly, a 3-point road favorite.
man, that's fine. The
You've got the Eagles to cover.
Cowboys are a hot mess, aren't they? Like they won last week, but wasn't it against Vegas or something?
Yeah,
it was
it
just
was,
muck. Yeah, no, Philly all day. They're the Super Bowl champs, in case you guys didn't know. I've been taking Jacksonville all year, and they've been doing well by me. Like way better than my own Buffalo Bills. So I'm going to go with Jacksonville. Don't know where they play. I forget.
They're in Arizona.
Yeah. And how do we feel about Arizona?
I don't know. Brissett's throwing a lot, but they're not winning a lot.
They're terrible. Just terrible. Minnesota's playing in Detroit.
Detroit?
Right?
No, the Giants are in Detroit. That's not correct. Minnesota.
Vikings are at the Packers.
Yeah.
Packers. That's right. I knew it was a big rivalry game. That's what I remembered. I think the Vikings are better than what people are giving them credit. They can hang in there. Just hang in there. And Jack said it. Green Bay's not the best team in the league.
That's right, Jack.
Let's go with Minnie. And some points on the road. New England, maybe the best team in the NFL.
Oh, dear.
I hate saying it. I can't stand them. I like them better now that Brady's gone. They're good.
At Cincinnati.
Is Burrow going to play?
He is questionable to play, and this line is now moved to 7.
I was going to say, Red has them at 6.5. I have them at 6. That was my pick from this morning.
It is
it's
moving,
now
moving,
7.
moving. We're going to allow everyone to keep the number they got when they sent it in. I'm not going to force you to eat more points. You're both on the Patriots. That's us.
I think Burrows is one heck of a quarterback, and I hate his suits, but New England's defense is excellent. So I don't give a shit if Burrow's playing or not. New England. And that's how you get to 22 and 21, fellas.
There.
That's how you lead the pack, right?
That's
there.
how you get yourself over 500.
Yeah. I thought I took fewer games this week, but I'm
Jeez.
I'm balling out until I either
13 games.
I either get back to 500 or it goes so poorly that it's just
Die trying.
Yeah. The Rams are at home to the Buccaneers. I think the Rams are good. The Bucs won a bunch of games, but remember how they were doing it? It was like, ooh, last play of the game. Baker balling. I think their luck has run out. Rams at home -7. The Chiefs, they got to win. The hungry dog, look out. Arizona Cardinals. I'm taking this side. I think Jacksonville had a huge win. Hey, look at us. We're so great. I don't think they're that great. They're giving up 3 on the road. They shouldn't be. The Seahawks, I think, are a good team. Everybody's on Darnold. Oh, Darnold doesn't look for. They're in Tennessee. The Titans are gross. They will throttle Tennessee. They go -13. The Browns, their defense is good. The Raiders' offense is not. It's a 4-point swing. I'll take the Browns getting points. The Saints, they're taking on the injury-riddled. The
Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons. They got no quarterback and London's not playing. And you know what? The Saints, they're plucky.
They are plucky.
They're plucky. The Niners, they got their quarterback back. Their quarterback loves throwing to the tight end.
Pearsall back too.
Yeah.
Putting him in the mix.
I think that number should be bigger than -7. They're at home. I'm taking my Bears because it's what you do, right? You take your team. They're playing the Steelers. Steelers, their old man quarterbacks all dinged up. Their backup quarterbacks, no good. Bears -2.5. Yes, please. Patriots, they are good. That line has moved. I got them at 6. It's now -7, so I'm happy with that. The Lions, they're real good. They're at home. Jackson Dart, no Jackson Dart. They're going to crush. And that line has moved. It's now -13. I got them this morning at 10.5.
Yeesh.
How about that? Ravens -13.5. It's still there. They will beat up on the Jets. Packers against I don't think the Vikings are very good. I think their quarterbacks dodgy at best. And the Cowboys
getting 3.
Getting 3 at home. Give me the boys. That's how we get to 500.
That's,
right there.
Quite a list there.
Yeah.
Get a glass of water, have a seat. You might get lightheaded after that.
You're welcome.
You parlay
You're not
that
at
one,
500.
I did. Well, it could get me there. I did parlay it.
What's the
where is it here?
$5 turns into
my
$300,000.
one, with my unit, right?
Yeah, pretty unit.
No, it's a bit responsibly, but I do go $5. That's generally my
What's your unit size?
31,244.
Oh, mama!
Or I could cash out the 5 and make a different bet. But no, we're in 31
right,
grand richer come. I guess it'd be is there a Monday nighter in there? Not sure either. But by next week, woo! Plus whatever we decide to bet, me and Jack, because the Steelers are playing the Bears.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be rolling in it.
Where are we watching that?
Well, we're Sunday night. We got the pregame show,
Right.
so we maybe
Just
go
get
early to
down there
Cowboys
early?
Casino.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Let's
got all
do
those
it.
TVs, comfy chairs.
I'm doing over-unders again. I'm not sure why,
Mhm.
but I've done some more research this week,
Right.
taking weather into account.
Weather.
So I like it. Giants, Detroit. Detroit was awful.
It's not
last
today's
week.
weather, Jack. It's Sunday.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I looked ahead.
And Detroit plays indoors.
That's what I was going to say. Detroit indoors. Bad, bad week last week. I think they lighted up at home here against the Giants, and they got Winston on the other side. So over 50, I'll take
Might
it.
be Dart.
Is it might be Dart?
Might
Well,
be Dart.
that's all right too.
That line just jumped. I don't know that it is going to be. Well, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Chicago. This game will be outdoors in Chicago. Pittsburgh's defense playing good. Chicago's defense has been better the last couple of weeks. I'll take the under 45.5.
Windy.
Philly and Dallas.
Indoors.
This game is indoors.
Rams indoors.
So you looked at the weather once. That's great.
No,
I've looked at the weather. I've done a lot of research.
Hey.
Three of the games are inside.
Indoors.
Dallas offense looked really good last week. Pickens, Lamb.
Sure.
Jerry's got the boys rolling.
Yeah.
Philly on the other side. I'll take the over 47.5. We move to LA, which is indoors.
Wow.
Tampa, Baker, Abuka. What's going on with
Godwin
the
might be
running back?
back.
Godwin might be back.
No,
I
but
said
it doesn't look
Bucky
like Bucky's
Irving's-
going to. But
They got that Sean Tucker.
Tucker had 3
Sean
touchdowns
Tucker,
last
yeah.
week. He's been fine.
He's
Yeah.
been
And
good.
White as well has been
Staff
solid.
Daddy going for MVP.
Staff Daddy.
They want him to get MVP so bad. They get down to the 1 yard line and they start throwing the ball. It's crazy. They want him to get MVP. I'll take the over 49.5. Then we go to KC, outdoor game. You know how you stop the Colts? You stop Jonathan Taylor.
Ooh.
I like the Colts to win this game, but I think this will be an under 50.5.
So where do they set the thermostats in Detroit, Dallas, and LA? All this weather research
Yeah.
you've done. Is it 68? Is it 72 Fahrenheit? What are they?
I think, yeah, right around 70.
Okay.
Jerry really watches the pocketbook. He keeps it rather chilly.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't
Yeah.
like the
Because
heat
it's
bill.
Texas and that. It's got to. So there you go. Those are our picks. I don't know that I can recommend them,
I wouldn't
but we have fun doing them, and that's what matters the
I'd-
most.
fade the S out of them.
So thank you to Bet365 for being a part of what we do. It's just good. It's good, clean fun.
Of note, the Sunday nighter is that Rams and Bucks game. We will be at Cowboys Casino in the Sports Lounge for our watch party for Flames and Canucks, an hour pregame barn burner, and then some Flames alumni. Joel Otto, Curtis Glencross, signing autographs, meet and greet. Oh, did they change it?
Rhett Warner.
What? Substituted in. A chance
the
to meet the Rhett Warner?
Got
So
the
who's
tap
out?
today.
Wow.
Let's go.
So you and who?
Me and Joel Otto.
You and Otts.
Glencross day to day. Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
That's the updates. So we'll see you at Cowboys Casino. We start at 6. Game starts at 7. Football all day, and the Sunday nighter looks good too.
You going to come and help with the show?
No.
No. No.
I got to get back from Prince Albert.
Right.
Lots going on.
Hot from Drumheller.
Got it. All right. Fair enough.
How's the Super Sniper doing there? A little pregame nap, or is he water sliding, or what?
He better get his ass up here. He didn't open his bag and got another game time. It's gonna be
Air it out. Got to air it out. Right on. I think it's a busy weekend for that.
Yeah. All 3 of us have kid sport weekends.
Yeah.
don't we?
It's tournaments galore this weekend, but I guess, that's what it's all about for the kids to have
Oh,
fun with the
I
kids.
love doing
and-
stuff with the kids.
Yeah. So great. So great. We can, I'm going to hit the horn, which is different than hitting the head.
Hitting the horn, hitting the-
Super chat. Money raised here goes to the youth centers of Calgary. How do we raise money? It's by you good people. When we're live and in the YouTube, you put a comment in with a little cash. We take the cash and donate it to the youth centers, and then we put your comment on the show. JP11.
$27.99.
This was going to be my first you blew it, but Boom told me to F off. So here's some money for the kids anyways. Love you boys.
Yes.
Yesterday's Flames talk was bang on, but I truly don't think they understand how to build a team.
They do. They just don't want to, or they give you the idea they don't want to.
Or they have to convince people that they're allowed to do it.
And even the people at the very top have to be able to look around the league and see what.
So we've been doing things one way. How's the audit of our last 20 years looking? How are we stacking up against the rest?
It's all the stars end up signing with you don't go to free agency anymore.
No.
You never did to grab those types of players. And again, this has been a team that's kind of been middle of the pack. And yeah, well, they're not going to get a top pick because they're not in the standings and they're not going to fall that far. Well, this year they're already there. And it's not about throwing games. It's just let the team be what they are and then recognize what they are and adjust accordingly.
Let gravity do its work.
Thank you, JP11. I guess all I needed when I told you F off, it's just we're kind of full on people. Could you go earmuffs?
Oh, yes, right.
I feel like we've got enough people here already on the payroll that feel like they know what's everything and are looking to pick holes in other people's stuff. So that's all that was. No offense, JP11. You can throw it
hot
right-
yesterday.
you can throw it. I don't know why it was hot yesterday. It's just
Kids.
You fasting?
Rocket Ruby.
$10. Fellas!
I think the fan base would totally support a rebuild. Everyone except the Flames front office is sick of this head up the ass style of management. Do you think Iggy is that involved as well? Fuck. Whoa.
See ya.
All right. I don't honestly, and I don't know to what extent Iggy is involved. I'll tell you what, if he's asked his opinion, he's going to have one. He'll have thoughts on it.
And I'll say this, I thought last year with his youngest being a full-time junior player, you'd see him announce his AGM. That wasn't the case, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have a voice. And I would expect at some point he will get more involved than he already is.
Thanks, Rocket Ruby.
Oh, you wanted to say something?
No, I've said too much. I've said a lot.
You lost Rhett.
It's all right. We can move on. Handsome Dan.
Wow, 6 spots.
Vacation rental 60. Didn't play yesterday. Better late than never. Boom's rant yesterday was something, but Maloney had a point. Since the Sabres beat the Oilers 5-1 and then the Flames beat the Sabres 6-2, doesn't that mean that the Flames are 150 times better than the Oilers? It's just math.
Yeah, they got a data department. I'm sure that analysts guys could provide that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it could be because that is what happened. The Sabres did look inferior to the Flames.
Maybe that's what rebiggle means.
Maybe. Thank you, Handsome Dan. Handsome Dan's Vacation Rentals. He's going $10 a goal for the youth centers.
Wow, all year.
It's impressive.
Phil,
$4.99. Hello, boys. I come in peace from Dallas. What do you think the Stars will do with Robertson contract situation? Have a great weekend.
I think they'd like to sign Robertson, but I don't know enough about their cap situation. They've
Well,
extended almost everyone else.
They got Harley on. They got Ottinger, who just started because remember he had signed the contract extension. They got into it with DeBoer. It's like, well, one's staying and one's going.
And then there's Wyatt. They paid Wyatt.
They've paid Wyatt. They're paying Rantanen.
Yeah, they paid Rantanen big time. And Ben and Seguin fall off the books pretty quickly. I think Ben's on a 1-year deal now, and Seguin's up at the end of the year, if I'm correct. Maybe 2 years.
Robertson it's an interesting one. He's kind of got that. He's surrounded by some guys that have the dog in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You watch, it's like these guys are dogs on a bone,
Sure.
and he doesn't, but he's,
and there is the 40 goals, right? Like,
he's such a good offensive player.
Yeah, he's 26, man. Jeez. Arbright's RFA this summer, so it isn't he's going to walk for nothing situation.
What's he making now?
7 3/4.
Yeah, like he's going to want all the money, as they all do.
And it's his last year of ARB. He's 1 year away from UFA once he gets to this summer.
Yeah.
He's going to be a guy, when you look at what Kyle Connor got paid, and who was it that came in at 10 the other day, or 10.6 was Kempe.
Yeah.
Like, between those two,
yeah,
at least. Maybe he makes Connor or more money.
He might make. Yeah,
like how does this season go? So are you going to give him a 1 year deal and walk him to free agency? No. So you figure out if you can make the money work, or you maybe have to make a deal. I don't know.
And they will see this year as a year to win, so they're not going to get rid of. They're not.
No. And they can always trade him this summer. RFA.
It's a good question, though.
It'd
be a Jim Neal. I bet you he loses sleep over it. What
do
I
Jim
do?
Neal loses sleep over anything?
What do I do with this guy?
Calm, cool, and collected.
He's had such a good. You know what? He's had such a good team, and they've made the playoffs and gone far, but they can't get over at some point. Not that he's getting fired.
Conference finals. Yeah.
He's a hell of a good. He's a hell of a good
They
GM. I
draft
think.
well, they develop well, they know
I like
what they're
that
doing.
team. Great goal horn. The crowd's into it.
Great crowd.
Not sure how I feel about the jerseys. The white, black, green. Go back. I mean,
Remember when they had the ovaries uni? That wasn't
that
good.
wasn't good.
I didn't like that
Yeah,
one.
that was no. I didn't like their first one, just all black with stars. Like that was boring
That
and
neon
dull.
one, I don't mind. That's not right.
If you could keep, if you should have kept the North Stars.
Yeah.
But Minnesota's kept. They got that thing.
Their
going
thirds
now.
are deadly because they went back to the North Stars
Yeah.
colors in Minnesota. Those
so
are
good
just-
with the stars and the. Oh, it's so great. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's that. You know what? That's been Jim Neal's worst work.
the jersey.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even know if he did it.
Maybe not. It's hard to say.
Guilty by association,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
It's hard to say. Well, that's it, eh?
We do have some breaking news.
Okay. Do you want the splitter or? It's a long one. I know that.
How serious is the
Barn burner.
Kind of need a graphic to kind of.
We'll get our graphics people on it.
Okay. I'll be dead by then, but enjoy it.
Breaking news: Sam Honzik underwent surgery this week. He will be out for 6 months.
Hanzo? 6 months. That's the season.
From Pat Steinberg.
That is the season. Well, I mean, unless they make it to the third round.
It's on. You know,
That sucks.
it sucks because I do believe he's one of the guys. And again, if you just go to this, well, what are you talking about? Where are the goals? Where's the points? You're not going to find them there. But we've been waiting for him for something to happen, and I think we were starting to see it.
He looked like an NHLer, and
Yeah.
he was a guy that was not getting rotated through the press box because he had a role and was playing it well.
Yeah, big body,
Skates well for his
Use it-
size.
not by way of hitting, but puck protection, going into the corner, winning some battles, being hard to play against. That was really starting to come, I thought. So that's kind of a bugger for him.
And he's a guy that's had injury issues in the past, including his draft year where he got hurt at the World Juniors.
Well,
Get
again,
healthy.
when Backlund is on the ice, you got to have your head on a
That's-
swivel.
There is that too. Yeah. Forgot about that.
I said it before. I don't think he thought Backlund was going to hit him.
Now, Connor Zary, you're moving on to the Backman-Coleman line. There's one thing. Stay the hell out of the captain's way or
That's
he'll
right.
freight train you.
That's right. That's too bad.
That does suck. He was having a good year.
All right. Well, thanks, Jack, for
Thanks, Jack, for ruining
for
our
that, for
weekend.
heading into the weekend. I was
Yeah.
going to ask you how the show was, but you kind of brought everybody's spirits down.
Kinda crappy now.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
So all things considered, Rhett and PA, we had kind of pre-show some technical issues we had to kind of work through. They mostly, I think it was all right. The
Yeah,
audio
they
was
cropped
all
up
right.
when he got hungry again.
Yeah. We really didn't crush anybody too hard today. I think we were very fair. I think we were fair yesterday, but I just, truly, it's not about getting personal and picking on people. It's just there were a lot of fans who really felt almost displaced by what the messaging was, and I don't
And
disagree.
there was a lot of
necessarily.
fans that said, I'm glad Boom said that because that's how I feel. And you were the voice of the fan base yesterday in a lot of ways. So good on you.
Well,
And you usually don't give a crap about
I
anything.
don't.
You don't care. You
And
cared yesterday. Careful.
I just love flying under the radar. Come in here and talk about food and gravy and then just leave and not have to. It was too much yesterday.
What got you like that yesterday? What was it? A little rough morning?
No, it was
because you're never like that.
I know. I don't know. I truly, I got text from people. It's like, what the? Because it felt like, okay, they're last. Okay, perfect. They have their pick this year. It's clear what they are. Who's at the top? Great. There's a stud at the top of the draft.
Maybe two.
We're gonna try, right? That sort of. So I think it was just hearing that. No, we're a good team, and we're this, and we're that.
Hard work.
We've heard that. No more of this.
That was last year's speech. That doesn't fly
that,
when you're in
and
30
you know what?
seconds.
That's been every year's speech.
So what I mean, it doesn't work when you're in 30 seconds.
Oh, we can't trade
that speech
guys
is
at the
fine when you're
deadline.
10th in the West.
Oh, we owe it to the room and to the guys and this and that. Well, it just felt like it's time to owe it to the fans to do what every team seems to be doing, which is
Go get a star. at the top of the
recognizing and
draft.
then getting a superstar. And yeah, at the end of the day, they probably finish where they finish and it'll all take care of itself. That's the hope. But when the powers that be kind of come out and say stuff and people are like, anyway,
didn't really acknowledge it.
I'm not saying anything again for a long time.
Take a weekend, would you?
I will. Jack, how was the show today?
Great show.
What are we doing for this football bet?
Maybe we tie in some sort of tag along to the Thursday Thanksgiving watch. Someone could bring a pie.
Someone has to bring dessert.
Yeah.
I feel like Greg's going to have dessert taken care of, but we could do so. Yeah, we could.
Might have an ice cream guy too.
Yeah.
We'll think of something before Sunday
right.
for sure.
Yeah, you
What-
will, for sure.
Are we gonna go watch the game together at the Cowboys, or what are we?
I'll be coming in hot from Morin
hockey
and
going on?
Drumheller, Big Valley, but I'll definitely be there ahead of the 6 o'clock pregame.
And we certainly invite everybody. We're going to be at Cowboys on Sunday afternoon.
The chairs are so comfy, Dean. Oh my god.
As the it's a Flames game. We're going to be watching it down there. 6 o'clock show. 7 o'clock we'll watch the hockey. There will be football on. There's going to be food and drink.
I think the move is catch the afternoon window. Even just the end of those games, there's always some good finishes. Settle in, pregame barn burner, and then you got Bucks against Rams, Flames against Canucks. You can order from the Chinese restaurant. God, the food's amazing. The beers come over here. They slide the table up front. And halftime, beautiful stuff.
Okay. Well, I look forward to that.
Good.
Play games throwing popcorn into your mouth when you're passed out. That'll be good stuff. Thanks to everybody for being a part of the show. Thanks for watching, subscribing, liking. The sponsors have been great. We're rolling through year 4 of this thing.
No, well,
It's crazy.
idiots like us can do it. I mean, gosh, anything's possible.
Truth is in the pudding. See ya, buddies.